Hello and welcome to the stream. Okay, so I won't really be able to really pay attention to the stream very much, but okay, so today we are going to be talking about, let me actually make this a little bit bigger. We're going to be talking about Nai-ontale, which is going to be my Undertale AU. Hi, welcome to the stream. Okay, so originally Nai-ontale was, well, and still is, a part of my OC Here's the Universe. Let me actually find the art. Okay, no, that's Nai-ontale tutorial. I do random doodles and stuff and just fold it up and put it away. Oh, this is a piece of art I was meaning to do, so I'll just put that over there. Tutorial. Please tell me this is it. Okay, yeah. Hi! Okay, so originally, what Nai is here's our Earth, right here. So our universe. Nai is like a mirror world. So basically, the story of it is we all have, like we're half of someone and our other half is in Nai. And basically this is like a medieval type world. My writing is terrible. Let me fix that really quick. It's a medieval world. And unfortunately, there is also a darker version called Demonica. That's a whole other thing apart from Nai. Hi, Scarlett. So basically think of Nai like, in a way, like the 9 different layers kind of hell, but it's all one thing. It's all its own like medieval universe. I had to fix my gaming chair for a second. Okay, let me go back to the art. Okay, so for Nai, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different rulers. And then some of them are based on different elements. Like we have 6 rulers. The main one being fire, which is, funnily enough, I called off the bat. Still debating the name on it. Is the Hellfire family. There is Levian. Belius, Angelsium, Damien, Curious, and Nephim. Levian rules the water area. Belius is earth. Angelsium is air. Damien is fire. Curious is the elf. And Nephim is the were people. So all of them have their like own little sections. Like here's like the front view of all of Nai. Like I'm just gonna draw like a quick kind of like they have their own different areas. And okay, a completely different thing altogether. Um, and basically, the story of it is Earth started off as a solo thing, and then not too long after, Neon came into existence, and then I want to say Earth and Neon kind of merged, and so, like, so here's us. Ignore that, it's just quick drawing. There's us, and then, like, for instance, this is me. This is dorky me. And then this is Britannia, my one OC, who I really kind of developed this world for. Like, here's obviously better art of Huron here, two of which I did and the other two were like commissions. Excuse me. So basically, let's just say, like, I am her and she is me kind of thing is basically what it goes on. If one dies, the other one is either going to be not too far after, or it's going to be immediate. Like, sometimes there are instances where the other one will live, like a long, kind of longer, happy life, not happier. But think of kind of like how you feel with depression, like not totally 100% there, you feel spaced out at times. That's what will happen. That's one of the things that will happen. Let me get to eraser real quick. Make that big. I'll just keep adding illustrations. Okay, so I did a poll, and people so far have seemed interested in me making an Undertale universe out of it, in which I'll be doing both the Undertale universe and I'll be doing Britannia's story too. And okay, so far here's Sans. And then here's Papyrus so far. And it's like a whole different story, like, than the regular Undertale verse, of course. This one is where Asriel, so far, what I've sketched up, did not die. Kara did, however, and Frisk is their other half. But Frisk somehow ended up merging with the Neon side, like 100%, like completely. Like, they somehow, like, just fully merged. And so they're not Kara. They're still themselves, because Kara did in fact die. But they're still somehow still able to live there. And yeah, that's basically all I've come up with technically for the Undertale AU. Kind of. I'm slowly working out a story for it. I still have 100%, but I do know so far, like, some of the characters, like, since Papyrus and Sans live in Snowdin, they'd be in water. And at first I was going to put Undine here too, but she's captain of the Royal Guard, so I kind of had to think a little harder on where she would be. And so she's technically from the water region, but she of course works in the fire region because Asgore is the king there. And remember, the Hellfire family, which is what Damien is, there we go, is the main family. Toriel is Angelsium. Oh fuck, I didn't just mess it up, did I? Did I go to eraser? Okay, there we go. And like Alphys, of course, you know, works in this area too. So she's from the fire area. The one that I mainly had a problem with was Grilby. Like, of course, he'd probably come like from the fire area, but if you think about it, Grilby has a place in Snowdin. So I'm still thinking story-wise of how or why he would go to the water area, which has, you know, like different regions, of course. Like there's an ice area, there's water, there's so like the fire one, for instance. Kind of think of like the underground. There's one with like a magma area and like, what was that? Hi Lily, thank you for the follow. But I still gotta think of how or why Grilby would have. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. About why Grilby would, you know, go down there. Which, because it's a big question already as to why Grilby went to Snowdin with him being a fire monster like that. Because you gotta think that would immediately kill him as if his flames went out. So, it's still, I don't know if there was anything on it, but, oh, I forgot. There's one other ruler, but it's Demonica. His name is Various. Okay, I still haven't decided if it's male or female. I just said he right off the bat. But, okay, let's see. Okay, so that way the alert box is actually over the stream. No, you are completely fine. Ooh, are you gonna show your baby? But so there's the kind of story I have so far on it. Okay, where is it? Where were we? Okay, this one right here. So we've already talked about how this is Toriel and this is Asgore. And so, like I said, Asriel did not die. Kara died, but Asriel did not bring Kara over. What would be technically, he would have brought her over to Earth instead of breaking through the barrier like in the original story. He would have broken through the barrier that technically leads from Nai-ontale to Earth. That kind of separates our beings. Which it's technically not even one barrier. Technically we all have our own barrier to it. Like, I don't know, I would kind of think of it as like a mist kind of thing. Let's see the kitty. Oh, look at that fluffy choker. Oh my god. Oh, where's my kitty? Where's my kitty? She was just here. Lizzie! Come here, baby. Hey, squeaky girl. baby. This is my Lizzie. Mwah. I know. You're not too happy about getting picked up. There you go, Fluffer. Okay, I don't even know why I have these on. I'm not even listening to anything. Oh, yeah, I'm listening for notifications and stuff. But, okay. So, yeah. Let me, first of all, that is way too small. Erase that. Okay, so yeah, Azrael would be, of course, their son. I'm just gonna make like an OC for Earth, Elf, more than likely, and then Nephim. I actually thought of. Do you remember that big wolf? It snowed in that through those chunks of ice, so that way it would help cool down the. What was it called? I'm just gonna call it the machine, because my brain does not remember the name of that big machine that powers the underground. But that big wolf. So Wolfen, I think that's what his name was, is the leader for the werepeople. I was almost gonna make it like one of the bunnies or something, make it something cute. But in the original verse of Britannia's, it's a werewolf. So I figured one of them would have been better, and that's where all the guard dogs and stuff like that came from. But they work for the main king now. Like I said, I'm still working out a few kinks on what goes where, about who does what the storyline would be, because it would be, of course, a smidge different than Britannia's original universe. Like, for instance, of course they would look different. Sorry, this is a quick drawing. This is, okay, let me fix that other side. Angelcium. She kind of has a grumpier personality, but instead, now I don't know how to really draw Toriel, so okay, let me actually make the one part of her ear bigger. There we go, so it fits better. Let me double check the picture of Toriel. Just kind of make sure I'm trying to get her face right. Okay, where are you? Okay, now that just kind of looks like she's upset, but she's not. So I'm gonna fix her mouth really quick. So now in like Britannia's verse and stuff, like So for instance, her, like, that gem and stuff you see, like, right there, what that is, power always comes from somewhere. It's the same with actual magic in our world. Like, magic comes from somewhere. Like, it comes from nature, it comes from the moon, the sun, it comes with whole other various different things. So there are certain things that you can access magic from, like certain different magics. And so what that gem is for is that helps Britannia activate like a certain like kind of magic she knows, which is, God, I think I made it a bow. Yeah, I made it a special bow that, God, what was it I had the bow do? It was something special. It was something special she could do with this magical bow that she made. And so that's basically with that. And I mean, she has her own magic, of course, like all beings do in this world. I mean, there's a few, of course, that don't have magic, but the gems help with certain kinds, like I said. So we all know that Toriel's power. I did not mean to go that derpy face. Where is Toriel? There's Toriel. There's Toriel. Okay. So basically, so there's Toriel right there. Here's her gem. And her gem would be, God, I don't think it would be purple. What is Toriel's soul color? Because I'm trying to think of what her soul color is. Okay, let's go to images. I don't really know if that fits very well. What's up?
I just felt like staring at you.
Okay. But okay, let's go down, and I actually just seen something for Toriel. Okay, where is she? Okay, one of the things is saying like a turquoise soul color. Could you even see that very well? Okay, yeah, you could. Sorry about that. That was my boyfriend popping in. It's saying it's the cyan, but that's Sans's. Oh God, let's see. What would her soul color be? I know it's technically white, but each one was still given a certain soul color. I would assume, I think it's purple? Either that or it's green. It was one of those. So we're just gonna say it's still has like a little lining thing. It would be green, so it would be an emerald. So Okay, no, that is the completely wrong way of what I was wanting to do. So of course it's fur, so it's gotta have that. God, her horns are actually more like doo doo. Here we go. We'll fill that in. There we go, do that. And that would be her crown right there. Sorry, I've never really drawn Toriel before, so it's kind of new. There we go. Kind of. Okay. So yeah, there's Toriel. And then instead of the blonde hair that Asgore would usually have in the series, he actually has black hair in this. I know it looks kind of weird. This is just a fast drawing. Okay, let's see. What's his hair like? Okay, yeah, I'm not very good at drawing animals, but yeah, his hair would be the black instead of the blonde, and his jewel. God, I think his soul color was actually green too, but I don't remember if it was a darker green or. I know it looks bad, ignore it. But Damien, I know, ignore that. Oh my god, you can tell how used to Procreate I've gotten. Oh, Damien would be so bad at me. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Here's Damien. Like, I know how, like, Toriel's is green, but hers would be silver because she's air, and his is red, so his would be a ruby. God, I'm trying to remember. No, Garnet is purple. I'm trying to remember what gem it is that would be the silver color. But wait, what's today? Yeah, we actually. She's a queen. Dang it. Okay. Okay, let's actually fix this. Okay, yeah, hers is the silver. Yeah, so there's Damien. And then Sans, of course, would look like his usual self. There's not really a person he'd be replacing from Britannia's story. So him and Papyrus are their own entity. I don't remember the name of the person Undyne was replacing. But Elphys is replacing. Let me see if I could draw her a little bit better from a fast sketch. Let's see. Sorry, I'm doing fast version of braids. Let's erase a little bit of that. She would actually be replacing this beautiful beast. Okay, that's part of her hair. Because she is actually the scientist slash mage of the king and queen. God, what was it? Nectarios. Okay, let's go to Elphys. That's Undyne. I'm looking for Elphys. Okay. So let's start off with Elphys's head. Okay, that's the fast sketch. Yeah, so ignore how bad it is. I don't remember what Alphys's soul color is. But God, I drew Alphys really, really bad. Oh my god. Okay, yep, I am undoing a few of those strokes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there's Alphys. She's playing Nectarios. Now, Undine is replacing now the head of the guard for the royal family here is actually male. Actually, let's make him an elf. Okay, let's make that a braid. But okay. His name is Endrick. Okay, time to draw Undine. Okay, no, I need to do okay, there's Undine. Okay, so, and then, like I said, Sans and Papyrus are their own entities. So let me draw Sans. And those little eyelight the things underneath his eyes are actually like parts of his color gem that he uses, like just to kind of add like a cool effect underneath his eyes. But his eyelights are actually two different tones. Let's see what else can I do for the head. Okay, that's actually it for the head. And then Papyrus. Okay. actually... Okay, his eyelets are actually a bit different too. His eyelights are kind of a little bit of a squiggle. They're not as pointy. So, yeah, let me actually redo those highlights. They're a bit wobbly because the magic he uses is actually very unstable. And Sans's is, unstable too because of his gaster blasters and stuff. But Papyrus, as great as he is, doesn't have 100% control over it. And so it kind of affects his highlights a little bit. In a way is what I don't know, I'm trying to explain it kind of as best as I can. But it's okay, so it's pretty powerful. We don't really get to see Papyrus's ultimate move really in the game. So that's why Sans is obviously more powerful than Papyrus. But Papyrus's power is actually pretty strong too. And I'm actually probably gonna add a bit of a scar right there for him, kind of as a backstory kind of thing, as in while he was training in the Royal Guard to better learn his power, he actually ended up hurting himself in the process. Sorry, like I said, I'm just doing like a quick kind of sketch of their highlights and stuff. But yeah, there's those guys. And then Grillby is still the fire elemental. Okay, so I'm gonna actually fix his eyes. Other eye hates me. Oh yeah, the other eye hates me. Okay. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm actually going to redo his hair because it's making me laugh with how bouncy and long it is. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna redo his flames. Okay, I think I remember them saying that he has ears. And then his eyes, of course, glow. So we're just going to color those in like that. And then I kind of imagine it's kind of like his bar and stuff in Snowden. But he kind of has another side gig. Okay, let's see, where would he have? Okay, he's made of flames. So he actually has his gems right here. This bit of his nose. Okay, there's his shirt a little bit. There, I'm only doing like kind of like the arms like that. Oh yeah, I'm not really very good at drawing girly. Obviously, I mean, oh my god. Okay, I'm erasing part of his flames again. Okay. Okay, I made it pointy. Okay, yeah, so here's Grilby. I know, just ignore the bad quick sketches. Hi, Lizzie. Hold on, I'm checking Twitter and stuff really quick. Okay, so okay, there we go. There's that. Okay, yeah. So there's Grilby, and Mettaton is still very popular. You know, except he works. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, he doesn't work alongside his cousin. His cousin still has a farm, the family farm and stuff, but it's definitely not snails. Unless I were to do giant snails. Okay, so yeah, it's a giant snail farm. They're kind of beasts instead of, you know, the snails that are in Undertale. So they're just giant snails. And Mettaton is still popular, except he replaces she is half were, half elf. Yeah, so she's gotta have like super flamboyant hair. Okay, there we go. I don't know her name yet, but there we go. I gotta give Mettaton that anime boy chin. Okay, looking at it on the screen, it's actually pretty bad. So just ignore, like I said, the quick sketches. Yeah, so there's Mettaton. he's replacing her in the universe. Yeah, so she's a. They're both still really popular stars and stuff like that. And like I said, the cousins runs a giant snail farm instead of just a tiny regular snail farm like in Undertale. Um, and I'm gonna kind of have the family. They okay. Some of them left, but some of them died, kind of thing. Like they went off to bigger cities instead of becoming like what they are. Like they're still ghosts. I'm still gonna make them ghosts, but they're gonna be ghosts that don't see corporeal forms really. Mettaton was the only one because he wanted to look like a handsome knight, let's just say. Like a really handsome knight that, you know, doesn't kick ass on the battlefield. He kicks ass on the stage. Ignore that. I'm a dork. Ignore me. But, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm almost at the hour mark that I set. But, oh god. Okay, what else was it I had been thinking of? I think that's about it. Oh, yeah, Frisk, Miss. Oh, there we go. Frisk is actually Frisk and Kara. So Kara got. Okay, I'm not even gonna add eyelashes. I don't want to add that whole scenario from the fandom. So they turned into what Kara is. Which Kara was an elf. I'm gonna make him an elf. Yeah. Okay, so we all know Frisk's regular form, of course. Yeah, so they end up turning into this. Now keep in mind, I'm not making them a child in this one. They're actually. Okay. They are actually. What age was it I made them? Okay, so for starters, we're just gonna make a Frisk a child, like right away. Instead of, because I did want to make them like older, kind of thing. Like they were going through some struggles, kind of thing. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make another one, and this one I'm gonna make Kara really quick. Okay, so let's make Kara's psycho ass. Okay, not psycho ass, but you know what I mean. She is. They are psycho. They're pretty psycho. But it's not Kara's fault. I don't think. Like, I'm just gonna say for me, they had certain ideals. They were actually trying to help. And then when they died, they were, of course, mad that, they weren't able to reach their goal. But I'm still working on that, as you can tell. some info is better than, none at least. Yeah, so they kind of gain some similarities to what Kara's hairstyle is and stuff. And what I'm starting the story off as is okay, so yeah, Kara died, but Frisk immediately replaced them. Like it was Frisk was about ready to get hit by a car. And then at that instant that Kara died, the veil opened and they were instantly transferred over. Like there is some sort of magic somehow, and that's gonna be part of the story as to how they were brought over. And Frisk is gonna stay. Frisk is 100% gonna stay. Like we're not gonna take the sweet baby away from Toriel. She's not even really gonna be a baby. She's gonna be like 16 is what age we're gonna make her. I think, like I said, I'm still working on it. But yeah, the whole story is gonna revolve around how it is she was brought over there. Yeah, so it's still a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out what it is I am wanting to do for it. But it still leagues more than what it was. And like I had said in my Twitter post, I never really thought I would really delve into Britannia's universe too much because it's all up here, but putting it down is a lot harder than what I'd originally thought when I came up with the universe. Like I know at first I had started writing it out. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to completely we're gonna get rid of that now. Okay, so yeah, like writing it down and trying to get all the info around, is a lot harder than, actually thinking up of all these worlds and stuff like that. But I will work on, the story and stuff and some more. I at least have this recording, so I know I at least can go back to this video and figure out what I was talking about initially and can try and work my way around it. And Flowey is going to be like this separate entity aside from Azriel.